female friend won't do shit for you besides try and get attention out of you. They don't give you anything. If someone comes up and snatches her purse, he has to run after the dude, risk his life now, risk getting stabbed for some chick who doesn't suck dick.
I think he's right.
What are your initial thoughts on Andrew Tate?
Last episode on this channel, I introduced my wife to Andrew Tate.
Be quiet, make coffee.
Hey babe, can you make me coffee?
If I were to just make him some coffees and shut the fuck up, he's gonna look like the big G.
If you enjoy this video, like and subscribe. Catch you guys soon.
A female friend won't do shit for you besides try and get attention out of you. That's it. It's a waste of time to have female friends as a man. Complete waste of time. They don't give you anything. Being friends with an ex, I completely understand why she would do it. The man's gonna get horny. The man's gonna want to message her now and again.
I think the context of this is a man having female friends.
Okay.
Who thinks it's a complete waste.
Bang her now and again. The man might do favors for her, X, Y, Z, but she ain't gonna do nothing for him. So any man who is friends with a woman is giving his attention without retrieving and receiving what he wants from a female, which is sex. So it's a mistake. It's a mistake to make. If you give something away for free, it has no value. My attention has value. I don't give my attention to people who don't give me what I want in return. It's a waste of time. What's she gonna give me? Advice? You think I need advice from some ex? The fuck? What are your advice? She's gonna do nothing but sit there and go, hey babe, and send me the old selfie trying to get attention again. I see her as a liability. I see her as something for me to pay money for someone to pick up, someone to defend if we randomly get an attack on the street, someone to give a shit about without any exchange. And what does she give me?
Exchange, advice.
Advice? The fucking, what dude is getting advice from chicks? What dude is getting advice from girls? Any man who sits there and goes, my life ain't going right, let me text some chick, is a dumbass. He's a dumbass.
How is he dumb?
Because you should go to your boys, your team.
No, because boys do this weird toxic alpha.
It ain't toxic alpha. It really isn't, my dear.
It really is. It
no.
really is. Okay.
If a man has a serious issue in his life, he can't go to a woman. If a man goes to a woman with his issue, it's not a serious issue. I feel sad, my ex left me, some dumb shit.
Yeah, but
right?
women can give
They're trying to kill me. I need a gun now. You don't text some chick in your phone. You text your boys, because it's only your men who can help you. I'm in Ukraine, the Russians have invaded, I need a way out. Who's got a car? Oh, Cheyenne's coming. Peugeot 206. Get fucked. Don't lie to me. The women can't help you, women cannot help you.
That's an extreme situation.
But life's extreme. As a man on the edge, life is extreme, my dear. Life is extreme. Yes, life is extreme.
That was no.
That was yes, don't lie to me.
What do you think of that? Guys having a serious problem and then going to a girl, a friend, versus a man. Does he have a point? Is this just a misogynistic crap? Is there some validity to it?
A serious problem?
Yeah. Maybe a crisis. Maybe you're in physical danger.
Depends on the quality of girl. I'd like to think that if you were in a serious situation, depending on the serious situation, I don't really.
Let's not use us as an example.
No, okay, okay.
You're not my.
Yeah. Then yes, in the serious situation, you don't call a girl a female friend. There's no female friend that you should be calling in a serious, life-threatening situation. If you're stuck in the middle of the road, you need a lift or whatever, maybe. But yes, he's right. The first point of
either physical danger or mental danger, like maybe you're suicidal or something like that, or having some sort of a existential crisis.
See, that's rough, because if you're going through anything emotional and a guy calls another guy, depends on the guy, but generally that in society is frowned upon because you're a man. Why are you calling a man to talk to your emotions about? Some men feel safer talking to a woman about emotional stuff. Like, they're not going to turn around and be like, man the fuck up, or...
I do agree. However, I think once you hit those really, really, really dark depths, you throw your pride out the window and you ask for help. I've done that.
I don't think I'd be comfortable with you having female friends.
You're all I need, baby.
Good answer.
I'm happy with just the boys. I have a very close knit of friends, and because I like to raise my standards, and the standard or the norm of the society is actually very sad of what people consider normal.
I completely agree.
And the more you grow, the more you raise your standards, the harder it is to make friends with the average person, because the quality of people that you want to hang out with becomes smaller and smaller and smaller as you grow. That's just how it is, and that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a price I'm willing to pay.
Yeah.
Whether or not this means you can be friends with few, like, personally, I don't really care. I don't know, because in reality, I don't have female friends, but I wouldn't be opposed to a guy having a female friend. But I don't know, man.
Oh, you got something white on your chin.
You see the disrespect?
Wait.
Oh, no. Get the fuck out of here.
Women are friends. I think the woman extracts a lot from the friendship and she gains a lot of things, and I don't think the man gains things to an equal value.
But can I just explain, there's actually a lot of women that don't want anything from men.
Why are you his friend then?
Because sometimes there's men that possess amazing qualities and you just want to make them greater. That's what women do. We add value to anything we do, but maybe just the women that you're surrounded by probably give you that warped perception, because maybe they're just shit women.
Wrong.
But the women that I know are good women that add value to everyone's life.
Women add value completely. I agree. My point is that if you're a man whose life is in order, and many men don't have a life in order, right? If you're a man and your life's not in order, then maybe you can get advice from a chick, right? Because there's guys like this. There's the guys who need their girlfriend or their chick to tell them to stop playing video games, or they need their chick to say, maybe you should go to the gym, like a jackass, right? They need mothers. But if you're a G and your life's in order, right?
You're a G.
Yeah. If you are a G and your life is in order, I'm not saying I am. If your life's in order, everything's going well, you're making your money, you're in good shape, you got a good network, everything's on track, you did it all before you met some chick, it's all on track. The train is on the track, it's heading towards success. You don't need female advice, right? Most of the time when a man and a woman are friends, the female's extracting attention from the friendship, which I don't blame her for, but females love attention. Why wouldn't they, right? They're extracting attention from the friendship. They might get picked up, they might get rides, they might get bought dinner. And on top of that, the man still has certain masculine responsibilities, right? If someone comes up and snatches her purse, he has to run after the dude, risk his life now, risk getting stabbed for some chick who doesn't suck dick, blah, blah. Whereas what does the man get from the woman? Advice? Is that it? A woman can't give the man anything outside of a romantic relationship. Inside of a romantic relationship, she can give him love, she can give him care, she can protect his spirit, she can add peace to his life. Yeah.
That's what we can add.
As a romantic partner.
Women can just do that as a friend.
No, they can't. Okay. That is a lie. Okay. You lied to me.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that, because I feel like we can go on forever. What do you think of that? So women can add to your life in all these different aspects. Peace, blah, 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 blah. All these points that you raised, but only romantically. Not as just a friend.
I think he's right.
You think he's right?
There are certain things that I agree. Because we have that mother nurturing kind of thing, you see a wounded bird, you want to help it, you want to fix it. That's why I believe a lot of women are drawn to the bad boys. Because we see a damaged boy. So we want to come in, we want to help nurture, blah, 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 and then we get damaged and blah. I think females as a friend, there are only a few things that we can provide or add to a guy's life. Because he's right. He's right in the aspect of, not like sexual tension, but getting that kind of approval. Like I know a lot of girls that are like that, where they're friends with a guy, but they have absolutely nothing to them, but they enjoy getting that energy exchange from them, knowing that that guy wants to or would try.
Okay, like an attention kind of
what is it? An attention energy vampire kind of.
It kind of like feeds their pride, like yes, I'm wanted.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So
and
many
think
women
that's
like that.
You think that's an innate drive within women?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because it's like an ego boost. When you make a connection with the opposite sex, or same sex, whatever, someone you're attracted to, but mainly with the opposite sex, you make a connection with them, and a lot of the time you think it's sexual. It's not always. If you grow up without siblings or family, or you don't have that connection around you, you seek it elsewhere. And when it's with an opposite sex, it can get confusing and it can be like, oh, this is sexual tension. Then you have your sexual release relationship with them. Then you realize, I still care about you, but I don't have that sexual desire for you anymore. So you got it all out of your system. So then you kind of realize, oh, I don't actually want you in my life in that way. I still care about you. I still want you in my life, but I don't ever want to have that sexual stuff with you again. There is just some guys that are just like for example.
Why are you saying names here?
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to make a point. I didn't want to keep saying guys. Can you just beep it? Because I'm like saying guys and you're looking at me and
but don't you think that there's like a bit of a reality check too? Because it's like maybe you want that to happen, like, oh, maybe we can just have this, like you believe you can have this platonic relationship with the opposite sex, but then look what happens over time. Like this person that you just mentioned.
Yeah, that's why we don't really talk anymore.
But at the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, we can be friends and we can give each other all this value, but over time, your human nature kicks in. You don't give each other that value.
Because you don't give each other that value, you tend to drift apart.
Always, yeah.
Yeah. So, no, that's why I agree.
In 2 sentences or less, what are your initial thoughts on Andrew Tate?
I think at his core, he's right. Like...
Oh, wow.
Maybe about, I was going to say 80%, then I kind of brought it down, but then I kind of brought it back up. But I did agree with him a lot. There was a lot of the stuff he said that I was like, yeah, he's right. I believe him. I believe what he's saying. He's just saying it in a real dickish way.
Like he does it on purpose to get a reaction, but then once you hit a certain level, then you have to start curating how you speak. So I'm sure if you hear him speak right now, post-ban, he's speaking a lot more clearer, a little less...
Rude,
yeah, exactly.
There were moments where he kind of toned down and he seemed really... And I was like, okay... I could actually see him find a really good, charismatic girl. And I can see that a lot of women would obviously throw themselves at him, which he did mention.
Based on what you've seen, do you think this man deserves to get banned from all social media? Do you believe that he should get banned by Airbnb, Uber, his banks, mainstream media smearing his name to the ground, orchestrated attack by the whole world?
Because he talks like that?
Yeah.
No. That's why I'm saying, like, seriously, he's being banned for that. Like, no, that is not okay. Compared to what social media shows these days, it's like that's what gets banned?
So you think that this is corrupting the minds of young men more than everything else that's out there on social media?
I agree. This is going to sound horrible, but I agree that some men need to hear this. Some men kind of need to harden the fuck up and need to reclaim their kingdom. That is what I find attractive.
Because I do agree that sometimes instead of, like, for example, if you're going through social anxiety or even anxiety or even depression, I'm not saying don't go to a therapist because that can help, but sometimes the more impactful thing that you can do instead of I'm feeling very depressed today because and to kind of wallow in that kind of depressive state, sometimes you need a bro to be like, dude, fuck that shit, let's go to the gym. Let's fucking work out. And then eventually you start working out, and then you realize, oh my God, I can't believe I actually used to think like that. Because sometimes you think it's all mental, but really it's like something physical that you need to do. Or if you're socially anxious, the best thing that I personally did for my social anxiety was actually go out there in the world and face my fears and develop skills until I became confident. And then you don't get social anxiety anymore. It's not this mental disorder that you need to diagnose with a therapist and kind of talk it out. You're never going to talk your way out of social anxiety. Unless it's talking to girls, if that's what you're afraid to do.
Face your fears. Type of stuff that they're trying to show and teach on social media and he gets banned. It's like, seriously?
Across everything. Which is orchestrated here. So, interesting. So there you go, social media. Banning people doesn't silence them. Now go make me a sandwich.